Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Bob's Angels Omni playthrough. Or Angel Bob's Omni, not sure which one it is. Anyway, welcome. In between our last episode and this one, I, as mentioned, just kind of did more of the same thing. I didn't really do anything new, I just added a copy of this to crush more Omnite into Sapphirite quickly. So that's going twice as fast. I added some more furnaces to make Omnicium. I added a lot more burner drills. And then I did add one of the new Omnitor assembling machines just to automate crushing or uncrushing. I don't really know what you would call it, but just combining crushed stone into stone. So we've got that building up over time now as well. But that's it. That's all I've done. And I've just made more of everything. So now we have... what is it? 14.5 Omnite per second. So that is quite a bit, and you can see that I'm quickly building up to large amounts of Omnite. So the next thing I actually want to do, pollution has begun to spread, and I want to get turrets. So I'm going to handcraft some more science, which I think... let's see... oh, I also put a chest for the plate output. I don't know if I need one or not. I think it'll build up to 200 without a output. I think that's how furnaces work. Assemblers won't work that way, though, which is kind of weird. But, so I think we need technology for gun turrets, which is going to be 10 science. I also looked into the science packs and their colors because they're different colors than vanilla. And I think that has to do with the visual artisanal reskin, or however you pronounce that word. Artisanal, I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, the artisanal reskin changes around some things, and I'm not totally sure if that's what's changing the science packs colors or it's a Bob's mod setting. I tried changing them. I tried changing multiple settings, and I couldn't ever get the colors to go back to like red science for the first one. And I mean, I don't care a whole lot at the end of the day. It is just kind of weird that like now the red science in this pack is tier 2, which is green science from vanilla. It's a little confusing, but it's not a big deal overall. So I do think the first research I want to do, probably don't need shotguns just yet. Can get radars, but that requires electronic boards, so that won't be for a while. And then the weapon shooting speed and damage will be important. And I'll want to get sniper turrets ASAP, but that requires military science, so that actually won't end up being that fast. But sniper turrets are great because they do a huge damage bonus, which means your bullets go a lot farther, because instead of needing 10 bullets to kill a biter, you might only need 1. And so the amount of materials you save on ammo packs is huge. But I am going to start with the turret research, and I will just handcraft the 10 science, so that I can get a few turrets set up around the base. They're probably going to take a lot of iron, so I'm going to really need to improve my iron setup very quickly as well. And so we'll start throwing some science packs in here and get gun turrets researched. And then once I get that done, I'll build a few more assembling machines to kind of automate a few different things that we haven't automated yet. And then probably the next biggest priority is going to be belts, so I can actually get some real automation lines going. And then we'll move towards electricity, though I think Omni has kind of like if you do... sorry, my Discord's making noise. I don't know how to silence it. I guess I'll go into my volume mixer, Discord, mute. There we go. Omni adds a new type of electricity, kind of like... I can't remember the name of the mod now. But there's a mod, I think it's AAI Industries, that kind of adds like a whole different phase of electricity before the normal electricity. So we're going to get that here as well. It's called Anvarsity, is what you get before electricity. And so we will have to make these heat burners, and we won't get actual steam power for a little while longer than that. Let me see. Steam engine 2. What about steam? Yeah, steam power is actually not until tier 2 of science. So we get a different kind of electricity before that. But yeah, I'll just keep... I mean, I guess we have plenty. I don't need to keep collecting it. It'll stack up to 500, which is nice, so that each of these will, you know, eventually we'll get thousands, tens of thousands from all of this. So I will craft... let's see, what do I want to do? I want to craft some more of these assembling machines. I think the next one I'm going to do is for crushing Omnite, which is here. And then another research I want is basic Omnitraction, which allows me to get more crushed Omnite than before, and it allows me to get a ton more Saphirite and Stereotype. It allows me to get 2 of each per 10, rather than 1 of each per, or just 1 of a single one per 6. So the ratio here is 1 to 5. But really it's kind of like 1 to 2.5 if you're combining Saphirite and Stereotype. So we'll definitely want that research soon. I'm trying to think if there's something else I should get before that. Do I need walls? Probably not. Maybe that's dumb to not get walls. I'll also unlock these burner assembling machines. It's only 5 science packs. I don't need wood pellets yet, and then these are all just quality of life researches. So I actually probably want basic Omnitraction before I want belts, just because we really need a lot more iron, and that will get us twice as much iron for the same amount of... what's it called? The same amount of... Omnite, that's the word. So then I need a few burner inserters, which we're out of Omnicium, so that's something I need to craft some more of. So we'll hand crush some more Omnite here. And then we will also set up burners. Now the rate here is 1.6 for an input. These only get 1.2 each. And the output is about 2. So I will need two inserters in and out. Let's get some more Omnicium going. Omnicium plates. So we'll do that, and then I'll have to wait a second for those to finish. You know, I should probably use these Omni furnaces now that I can craft them. They're a little bit more expensive, but we have lots of Omnite bricks now that we have this recipe that only uses 1 Omnite each. It's a very cheap recipe. I'll just craft another 100, I guess. Collect up some Omnite. Now we've got more than we know what to do with. Fill these guys up. And then we'll put some more fuel in these guys, just because. You need Omnite. I need a few more burner inserters. There we go. I think I need 3 more. And this burner mining drill is out of resources, so I actually have to shift this back by 1. We've got a little corner. Okay, so now I need burner. I love Bob's adjustable inserters, by the way. If you've seen any of my other mod pack videos, you know that I absolutely love these sideways inserters. They're so nice. And then I can just put a bunch of Omnite in here, and we'll get plenty of crushed Omnite. So let me collect up a bit more. I'm excited to have electric mining drills. I'll just throw all that in there, and that'll help me keep up with the Omnicium demand. And then the next thing I said I wanted to do, I need to make some more science packs. Was what? Probably just science packs, I guess. So that's 10, 20, 25. So we'll handcraft the rest of the science to be able to get the next tier of iron and copper, and then we'll set up set up a new system, because then we'll be getting sapphirite and stereotype from the same, whatchamacallit, the same splitting of omnite. And we get a ton of crushed stone from all this, so we need a pretty good system to provide crushed stone to where it needs to go, but then also get rid of excess crushed stone. Because we will end up using a lot of crushed stone, so there's this weird interplay of like, well, you don't want to get rid of all of it because you're going to need it, but you also need to be able to get rid of excess, because there will be some times in the game where you have way more than you want. Oh, and turrets. That's what I need to do, is craft some turrets. Well, that one gun turret costs pretty much all I have, but I definitely need it for protection. So I'm gonna delay 10 of the science to the back of my handcrafting queue. And then we'll plop a turret right here in the middle, put some ammo in it, and hope that that protects us from the first biter attack, which I would imagine is going to be coming any moment, because there's probably some biters out here. I don't know, I did set the starting area to 200%, so I don't know exactly how far away the biters are. But yeah, this will protect most of the base here. And I will give you most of my ammo. And then we can hopefully get this research done and improve our iron production before we get completely swamped, because we definitely need a lot more iron. Alright, take our omnisium. This is definitely going to save me a lot of time in the long run. Put some more omnite in there. Make sure our burners have plenty of power. I think 100 is plenty. And then why not? I'll do the same thing here. I'll put this in a chest. I also need some more wood to make some chests. Because 8 iron plates is still a bit more expensive than I can afford. Make sure we've got enough power for all the burner things here. Put the rest of our research packs in. And we will get basic Omni traction soon. And then firearm magazines, I'll make 4 more just to make sure we've got enough. Here. Okay, we need some more fuel for this guy. Actually, let's just put fuel in all of this. I think that'll do it. Although it takes out of the input for some reason, which is kind of strange. I don't totally understand how even distribution works when the fuel and the input can be the same object. That is a little weird for sure. But those things will be fueled up forever now, which is nice. Some more omnisium plates. We got 15. That's a good number. And that gets more efficient too with some research. So kind of like a lot of other mod packs, we actually start out very inefficient and things get more efficient as we go on. And I'm thankful for this lake. I'm going to use it to protect myself. Like, I'll probably build walls out and around all this omnisium. And then build my base inside of walls for a while. Until I feel confident enough to expand. Let's see. Probably should save my resources. Because these burner assembling machines are nice, but they add more omnisium cost and more iron, a lot more iron cost. So I'll wait until the research is done. But then they craft 2.5 times faster for less power. So they're definitely much more efficient than the Omnitor assembling machines. Though, considering the only thing that we can mine is also fuel, I'm not too worried about running out of it anytime soon. We can also place Omnite bricks, kind of like concrete. I don't know if I love the look, but it does give 150% walking speed. So I'm still trying to decide if I want to cover the whole world in purple, because I just feel like that's a lot of purple to look at. And I think I might wait until I have regular concrete, or even just regular stone bricks, to cover the world. But those are only 130%, so I do lose out on a little bit of walking speed if I do it that way. Oh, I can already make a radar with basic circuit boards and the Anbaric Omnitors. And can I make circuits? If I can... I don't think I've unlocked even the most basic circuit yet, so we'll have to wait on that. I should probably build another lab to make research go a little bit faster, but I need more Omnisium for that. So we'll do that. It'll take a while to craft. So, if you're new to watching my videos, just a couple small announcements while I'm thinking about it. I do have a Twitch, and I usually stream other types of automation games. I've recently been doing Addons. My schedule is to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm not perfectly consistent with that, but I generally will stream on that. This particular video that you're watching right now is probably being released while I'm on vacation, so you might not see me streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a week or two, but I do plan to do that. And then I also have a Twitter, which is where I announce new videos. I also will usually announce videos on the Factorio video stream Discord thing. Obviously, you can also just subscribe or follow on YouTube to get notifications, but I will never pressure you into doing that. If you want to subscribe to me, you will hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to subscribe, then you won't hit the subscribe button. And I hope that you choose whatever it is that you want to choose. But yeah, that's basically it. I love interacting with people who watch my videos, so please leave a comment. I respond to pretty much every comment. Definitely will give it a like or a heart. You know, obviously there's some comments where it's like, well, I can't really respond to that. You're more just making a statement than saying something. But even then, I'm very appreciative of anyone that interacts and enjoy interacting. So if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to just leave a comment or find me on Discord and say something there, because I participate in Discord a lot too, on usually like the mod pack Discord plus the Factorio modded gameplay Discord are the two places you'll find me the most often. Alright, well, perfect timing there. Got all my announcements done, and basic Omnitraction is done. So we are going to shift all of this stuff. So I'm actually going to destroy it just for now. We'll rebuild it here in a second, because I'm going to have to redo a lot of things, because now we have a much better recipe. Yeah, this is good. So we'll still need Omnite. The rate is 0.4 for each, and then 1.2 crushed stone. So that's a total of 2 per second. And we're getting both types of ore. So because I don't have belts, this is a little difficult. I do have an idea, though. I could have all the crushed stone just be turned into stone. And then I can have a crusher on each side. Or I can just do the same thing where these two go in. But then the problem is we need 2 different guys coming out. One for crushing stereotype, one for crushing sapphirite. And I can no longer fit 2 inserters around this. So that's actually not going to work. You know what? I'll just have this go, and I'll copy this, and I'll just manually move things for now. So we'll use our picker mod to auto place these things, and then we'll fill you up, fill this guy up. And we'll just manually collect the sapphirite and stereotype for a short time. And then we'll have 2 crushers. I guess I can destroy all this too. Because the crushers work way faster than the Omni tractors do. So, like, each of these crushers can handle a lot. Like, that can handle 2 per second, and both of these put together are only making 0.8 of each. So I will space this out a couple just in case. And then, so since that can handle up to 2 per second, we definitely want the double input, double output going. And then same thing here. Though that messes up the recipe when you paste. And then I will just need a block of furnaces, basically. And I do need some chests. That's in logistics. I have to remember that. Things have moved. I'll make some steel or iron chests just to get rid of all this crushed stone. So then I need Omnite to always be filling these guys up. And then here I'll put all my sapphirite ore and stereotype ore. And then the rate for those is 0.8. I'm probably going to double this soon, so that'll be 1.6. So I need enough furnaces to handle 1.6 per second. Which unfortunately you can't quite tell how fast that's going to work. Crafting speed of 1. Iron plate is 7 seconds to use up 3. So I think it's like 0.4. So if I want to use 1.6, 4 should do the trick, I believe. So we'll craft all this stuff, and then hopefully we can get some better plate production going. It is going to be a little bit more manual labor for now, but I think it'll result in faster overall speeds. And without belts, I think it would be a lot more complicated to get this all set up the way I want it. Also, we need a lot more crushed Omnite here, so I'll give that 2,000. We have plenty more Omnite where that came from. Okay, so we can make those, make our little inserters, and there we go. And now we should be getting quite a bit more sapphirite and stereotype. Can I shift C? I can, although it did weird things, didn't it? Wait, did I just see? Oh, this got switched. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I swear I just saw that burner inserter take from the fuel slot of this building. I didn't know they could do that. Is that something they can do? And they've always been able to do? Or maybe it's a new feature that they added and I just never used burner inserters. But I think what I just learned is that burner inserters can get their fuel from the buildings. Like, I'm just going to test this. This one's almost out. Oh yeah, wow, that's so cool. I don't know if it took from the fuel slot or the input slot. Probably the fuel slot, because this one just did it as well. That's really neat. I did not know that was a thing. So I can just fill those guys up. Get some crushed. And then, again, if I shift C, I feel like it does weird things that I don't want it to do. I could probably figure it out in the settings if I really wanted to. But, alas. Okay, so now we need to set up some burner assembling machines. First I'll switch... Oh, those are a lot smaller than I expected. Okay, so we'll have to go on a corner now. Like this. And then you will be crushing all night. And now that works very fast. Up to 4 per second. How fast is this recipe? Is it really that fast? Hand crushing on it. Oh yeah, it's a 1/4 of a second crafting time. Oh wait, I can do this one now. Hold on. We have a better recipe that I'm guessing is now in a crusher. I should probably check, but I'm gonna go with my gut here. Oh, it's wrong. The gut is very wrong. Is it an Omni tractor then that does that? Where is that recipe made? Because it wasn't in the assembler. It is made... Wait. Crushed Omnite. From 5 Omnite. Ooh. Is this a glitch? It's made in nothing. Ooh. That's not good. Is that intended? I'm gonna have to go on the Discord and find out. I'm pretty sure that recipe is not supposed to be impossible to do. But it is potentially a thing. Maybe they always want you to use this recipe forever, and you just never... I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I guess for now, we will have to use this recipe, because the other one just can't be done. Although, is the setting... Let me show hidden items and disabled technologies. No, it's still not showing up. Huh. I don't know what the deal is there, but I will investigate. And hopefully get it fixed. Or it's just intended, and then we don't need to fix it. But either way. Okay, so Omnisium, we definitely need more of that. Let's fill up my Sapphirite and Stereotype. And then crushed. Yeah, now we're getting a lot more iron and copper compared to before. And lots of crushed stone. Oops. I wanted to balance everything. Man, that's so weird about the crushed Omnite. Why would this technology exist if it doesn't actually work anywhere? I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, so then I can research these for 25 each that allow you to weigh more towards the Sapphirite or Stereotype end. And I won't actually get a recipe that allows me to extract just Sapphirite until I have Red Science, in this case, which is tier 2. So as far as what's next, I want to move towards basically the belts, splitters, probably burner filter inserters, not a bad thing, and then Varsity to get electricity going. So we'll start with this. I am going to make another one of these guys for gears. So we can reduce the amount of handcrafting that we're doing. These have all stopped, because they've used up their Omnite. So we'll fill them back up. Sapphirite, Stereotype. Perfect. Yeah, the rate on all of these is 1.7 that they use up. So slightly more than we're creating. So I could do the Omnisium gear wheels, but I think iron gear wheels is probably more helpful. Or even the automation science pack themselves. That's actually probably better. So we need chests again. I think we have enough iron. I can just make iron chests. Put those there. I think this guy will only need one inserter. And copper plates and gear wheels I will have to craft myself. But yeah, automating science is pretty important here. Ugh. So it's just one of each. So that'll get me 39, 40. Make it an even number here. And then I probably should do something like this. Let's see. No. I've rethought what I'm doing. So we'll go in and then into those two. That way we can build up science over time. We'll balance those out. I don't need that much fuel. And there we go. So we've automated 3 science per minute. That's horrible. I should actually get another one of these going. But I don't have enough ingredients. I don't know if it's omnisium or iron, but I'm short on something. Probably omnisium. I actually have a decent amount of iron. And it just keeps getting decenter. I missed. That's fine. So omnisium is probably the bigger issue. Which, unfortunately, I don't have a better recipe for. I'll handcraft a bunch. Still, yeah. I'll check out on the Discord if that's a glitch or intended. And if it is a glitch, I can maybe do some hacking, so to speak, with console commands or something to be able to fix it. I don't know a ton about stuff like that, but... Okay, so we can craft another one of those burner assemblers. And then take half of what you've got. And copper plates can just match the gear wheels. And between the two of them together, we get 6 per minute. That's still not very much. Because, I mean, that's only 0.5 crafting speed between the two of them. So I should probably still craft some science myself, since I'm not doing much else with my handcrafting time. Keep feeding our metal industry here. We're going to end up with way more copper than we need, at least for the early game, and then eventually we'll run out of copper because we'll need so much for circuits, but you always need like 10 times more iron in the early game, comparatively. And I'm feeling the need for some more military. I'm actually going to make another turret, 15 more ammunition. We'll distribute a bit more science here. Alright. Things are swimming along nicely. We need more Omnite in our crushers again. Or I guess Omnitors. Crushers are actually something different. But they're sort of crushing. They're like crushing Omnite, I guess. Oh, that's only 8. Okay, so second turret I'll put over here. And I will give him 10, maybe 15. The last thing I want to do is come up empty-handed when the biters attack. Everything changed when the Biter Nation attacked. Only the Avatar. Master of all 4 metals. Guess we don't really have elements. Although in Bob's mods, I think Bob's Warfare does add, like, elemental weaponry. So maybe we can be the Avatar and master all 4 elements. Maybe we can. I should probably make some more Omni Furnaces, too, because they use a lot less power, but I guess that's not really a huge focus right now. It's not like these are burning a ton of Omnite. But we do need to give all these a bit more fuel. Saphirite, Stereotype, crushed, fill, and fill. Okay, crushed Omnite. Fill those up. I missed one. I don't really care. Stone, we are doing fine on. Why is this stopped? Oh, I'm silly. I thought that inserter was aligned wrong. I forgot that this was both an in and out situation. That was silly. Okay, I can craft belts now. Sweet. 15 items per second on the basic transport belt. I would have assumed... I thought this was like a tier 0 belt that could only do 7.5. I thought that's how Angels used to work. But it looks like it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. That's intense. 90 items per second. That's insane. That's so much throughput. I like it. Alright, well, in any case, we will, I guess, just be happy with our basic transport belts. Oh, that's interesting. There's also compact belts. We were talking about compression. I guess there's compressed belts, too. Although, how does that possibly work? This one claims it has a belt speed of 360 items per second, but I think... Is that even possible? They're going to be moving more than, like, 1 space per tick. It's insane. Well, I guess... Oops, took all of your ammunition. Sorry, good turret. I guess we'll find out when we get there how that works. It won't be for a little while, that's for sure. Gotta keep the Omnisium flowing here. Let's see, what's the next way we can get Omnisium plates? 20 crushed Omnite, or this recipe, which looks a lot better. 2 crushed... Wait, do we already have this recipe? Looks like we do. And then we can actually do the Angels, like, Omnisium melting thing later. Mixing Omnite with copper and iron. But it does look like I can actually be much more efficient here. And I don't even have to crush Omnite for this. I just need a few Omni furnaces. 4, we'll do 6. And I can make that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, look at that. 2 Omnite, and then 2 of each crushed, which comes from 10 Omnite. So essentially we're changing from 20 Omnite down to 12 per plate, which is a significant difference. And we don't have to crush the Omnite, although we do have to crush the Saphirite to Stereotype pieces, I guess. Now I can distribute... Oops, I want this recipe all over here. Distribute that. Distribute the sapphirite. Or no, that's the stereotype. And distribute omnite. And it thinks I wanted to give all of that as fuel, which I did not. And there we go. Okay, so that's a little better. Got plenty of bricks. I'm not going to worry about bricks for a long time. And we have basic belt logistics. So now we want splitters, definitely. More than anything, I think. And we just have to do the underground logistics to be able to do the Anvarsity. So we got a lot going on. I'm going to handcraft another 30 science just because I can. Oh, actually these guys have stopped. So first I need to supply them with gears. And copper, which I already have. I should probably make one of these to make gears, to supply them with gears. That will save me a lot of time in the long run. Oh, shoot. I forgot about these guys. It's kind of important. That's just how I'm getting iron and copper. No big deal. Okay, and then we need some more iron. And more copper. I believe in the past what I've done before is use copper pipes, just because you have so much extra copper in the beginning that copper pipes are actually the cheapest thing. Oh my gosh, the crafting rate on these is way faster. We get up to 2.4 per second. Okay. So you're done. You can make gears. I do need a couple inserters here. And I'll just put, I don't know, a bunch of iron plates in there. And you can make gears over time. And then I probably want to automate Omnitors as well, because I need a bunch of those. So Omnisium gear wheels are just made from a single Omnisium plate. So I need 2 more burner assembling machines. I might need a few more of these miners. I'm gonna make, I already have 2 more. 2, 4, 6, I'll make 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can extend all these 1 more row. Get me another 2 per second. Just, I should be, you know, stocking up more, but I'm finding enough ways to use it that I'm still going kind of slow. So we'll extend this out by 1. Extend this out by 1. And extend this. Perfect. Okay. So just those guys alone get me 2 more per second, which should supply a decent amount. These are using 8 per second. That's where most of it's going. So keeping them in full supply is taking a decent amount of Omnite. And crushed Omnite, what all does that even go in? Oh yeah, that's how we make purified Omnite, which is a good fuel, I think. Is that a good fuel? At least not with the recipe we have, but you can... Oh, that's how you omnify, yeah, different regular fuels like coke and coal. And then that's how we make omnic acid, which becomes really important for a bunch of stuff later. Let's throw sapphirite, stereotyte, take sapphirite and stereotyte, give half to iron, half to copper. So that does control right click and control left click. Or I mean control right click will give half, control left click gives all when you're doing the even distribution. And then these guys, unfortunately, when I do the even distribution, it prioritizes fuel over the input rather than balancing it, which I guess kind of makes sense. Okay, so we should have plenty of science coming out of these guys now. I'm an idiot and didn't put an inserter here. And so we were only getting half of our science. That's funny. That should help. Alright, lots of Omnite. Hopefully we can get these guys filled up again. Gosh, I'm getting 16 per second. That is a lot. Wasn't I at 14.5 before? And I just added 2? Shouldn't it be? Oh, I removed these 2 guys, right? Because one of the corners wasn't working. Alright, well, we got splitters. That's good. We are going to need to automate wood, so I should set up a little wood thing. I think I need an OmniFlog. Let's see. So I can make new Omni-fused wood from wood and Omnic waste. And then I can get Omnic waste from pulverized Omnite and pulverized stone. I think there's another way to get Omnic waste from an Omni tractor, I believe. And just to continue protecting my interests, I think it's time for another turret. I wish I could make copper bullets, because I've got plenty of copper. 200 omnisium plates should last me a little while. And then this guy needs more omnite. Okay, so this one, the wood recipe turns omni-fused wood into regular wood. That's what it is. I did chop a few trees in between episodes too, so we can get a little bit more wood. And then Omnic, where do we get the Omnic waste? That comes from... Yeah, basically we need priority splitters or valves and all that stuff to make this work properly, but we can just make Omnite, and then that Omnic waste will go into this guy. I don't have pipes, do I? Let's see. What kind of pipes do I want to make? I'll just make iron, because those are the ones that are used in crafting buildings, so I think it's just simpler. So I'll give some Omnite to this guy, and then I will need to flush this system. And then I can make more Omni-fused wood, and then in another Omni tractor, I can turn that into regular wood. Which, if I move that over, I can actually use an inserter for that. Wood. There we go. Make sure we've got fuel for everybody. And then I'll just have to flush this from time to time. And then move wood back here, because that burner inserter's not moving quickly. But I've at least sort of automated wood, so that's a good thing. And grab all the Omnite. Hopefully enough to fill all these bad boys up. It's not. They're still a little short. We should be catching up though, because we're making 16 and they only use 8, so... $16 per second is quite a bit. That's more than a belt. Alright, we do... Oop. Yeah, that's fine. We do need to crush all of what we've just gained, though. So we'll do that. We'll take 50 and 50, and we'll put that towards Omnisium. And then the rest will go towards iron and copper plates. Which I have lots of copper plates. I'll make some more ammunition. We'll throw the next turret down in this area. I'll just make sure they all have 15. Okay, sweet. And we're finally researching Anvarsity. And I do have belts. I just hate burner inserters so much. Because you always have to think about fuel being somewhere or manually fueling them up. So I'm waiting until I have... And maybe that's not a good idea. Oh, these are taking longer to research, I think. So I'm going to build a couple more labs. That's probably a waste of resources, but I'll need them eventually. Anyway, what I was saying is just like the electric inserters might be very expensive, so I should probably check on that. Basic circuit board. Burner inserter, Anbark, Omnitor. Basic circuit board is just copper, wood, and Omnite tablet. Okay, that's not bad. I can handle that. So I do want to start making tablets then. Can I make tablets? Yeah, they're right here. It's just Omnite bricks. So then I can just use one of the assembling machines to turn bricks into tablets. Alright, well we've got a nice little base of operations here. I'll add a couple more labs so we can speed up our research. This assembling machine will take bricks from here and make tablets, which were in the Omnienergy section, and then put those into a chest. So 2 tablets per brick means a tablet is basically a mixture of stone and Omnite in equal parts. And then we've got some more wood here. I guess I should have an output for this one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then here, I've solved a problem without even meaning to. Then we can loop this back, and then the loop should be complete. And we'll just slowly over time get more wood. I don't know if I need Omni-fused wood for anything. Omni-fused wood, it doesn't even show up. Yeah, that's the only purpose it even has, is to turn into wood, so I can get rid of all this pretty easily. And so this will just slowly over time build up with wood, which is nice. I will take what it has. Take what you can. Give nothing back. Name that movie quote. Alright, we've got plenty of plates, plenty of copper, and Anvarsity is now complete. So heat burners consume heat. Heat is made in a burner Omni tractor. I think it's actually like a liquid, or at least it's treated like a liquid. So it's basically like steam, even though it's called heat. Okay, so we'll try this out. I'll stay in the same general area just for protection from the cannon, so I'll maybe go right here. Okay, so now you can make heat, and it literally just crafts heat for free, but you're burning fuel, so it's not totally free. And it makes 6 heat per second, And then one of these heat burners can output 1 megawatt to consume 60 heat. So each of these essentially generates 100 kilowatts worth of heat, which is not very much. So I will need a lot of them to actually power any reasonable amount. But we at least will have power. So that goes on shift 3 is where I like to have that. And then I'll need power poles, which there are different kinds I can make. There's these two. There's the normal ones, copper cable and wood. Then there's copper cable and iron plate, which is nice, but it's exactly the same. And then there's copper cable and omnicium plate. And that one has a longer reach and it supplies a larger area. So I'm actually going to make these, I think, over time. Because you just end up with a much less cluttered base when you get 3 squares of power compared to 2 squares. So 1, 2, 3. So then we can fit another one right here. So that will be an output of up to 2 megawatts. But I'll need a lot more. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me the rate of consumption, but I guess I can figure that out. 1.6 megajoules. Oh, it consumes 100 kilowatts. And it creates 100 kilowatts. So this is actually a perfect, what's the word? Like, it's actually 100% efficient. Because for 100, what is this called? 100 megajoules of Omnite fuel, we get 100 megajoules of anbaric power. So that's actually quite nice. So I can do things that way. These two look like they've run out, so we need to shift this up. How's my pollution map looking? Oof, it's getting pretty full. Even with that absorption at 200, I'm still making quite a bit. So I can provide these guys with more. And now we can start thinking about anbaric inserters, which are going to be very, very nice. And then I can start putting stuff on belts and actually automating things. It's going to be great. But we are going to need more of everything to do that. Where did my oh, I put it in here for some reason. So where did my sapphirite go? And I really let these guys slow down, so that's not good. Good news is we've caught up on Omnite. I've fully filled these guys out and I have plenty left. I do need more powering these guys though. I guess I could just put like 100 in each of these and then the burner guys will grab it themselves. What else is out of power? You're out of power. Fill those up so they don't run out of power. We'll expand our electric network a little bit here. And then get these guys going on research. Oh, why do we want crushed omnite in here? We definitely don't want crushed omnite as a fuel. Got some wood. That's awesome. Probably some tablets. Yeah, 152. Those stack to 200. So I guess I can give that guy a few more stone. Make sure he doesn't run out. Okay. We are cooking. Get some more iron. Get some more... What am I doing? Take this. Steer tight. For copper. I don't really need crush, but I might as well have a full stack of it. Stone. Same story. I should have some on hand. I do really need to get rid of a lot of crushed stone at some point. And then... how many iron... I have 200 iron plates, so I'll give 100 to making gears. So we can keep making more science. And we're looking pretty good. So, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, because it's become a fairly long one, and in the next episode we will work on finishing up the Anbark research and actually setting up our base with Anbarcity rather than electricity, which we'll get to. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.